Hello there, Wipper here, and once again, welcome back to another GTA 5 mod showcase. Today guys, I'm going to be showing you a mod which improves vehicle deformation in the game. And I say improves, but it's kind of subjective because if you like seeing insane damage on vehicles and seeing vehicles completely destroyed with body parts all over the place, not like your own body parts because that'd be weird, but the vehicle's body parts all over the place, then this is definitely the mod for you. But if you want like more practical mods, this is not a good one because if you crash into a tree, even at very slow speeds, your vehicles can often be destroyed beyond repair and you just can't drive them anywhere anymore, which is pretty bad to be honest. Even at low speed collisions, the deformation is just so extreme that you can't drive your vehicle anymore. But I'm going to be showing you this mod to start off with this Rapid GT because in my opinion it is the best car to test out this mod with because its deformation is pretty damn insane. But yeah, let's just get driving and find something to drive into. Here's a nice tree, it's as good as any other tree, and look at that, wow, my front end's just been completely crumpled up, look at that, and I think my front left wheel is locked up, yes it is, it's not even turning anymore, and that's the kind of damage you can expect to get on pretty much every vehicle in the game, even at low speed collisions like that one. Well, it's not really that low speed, I was driving at like 50 miles an hour, but in terms of this game it is pretty low speed. So yeah, this car is now rendered completely useless already. But look at that damage modelling, it's pretty insane and it's just so fun to look at. But now let's just swap to a different vehicle. What should we go for? 4x4s aren't the best to show this mod with because they're too big and they don't really deform very well. What I need to find is a nice parked up vehicle which I can just hit with a hammer and show you the deformation because it's pretty extreme. Okay, I'm going to just steal this one because it seems like a nice enough vehicle. It is a 4x4 but I think we can deform this one fairly effectively. So let's just park this up on the side of the road about here and let's just get out and I'll show you how extreme the deformation is just by getting myself a hammer and start hitting this vehicle with it. And yeah, watch this. Already one hit with the hammer and the vehicle's already lost a few of its windows and the back end is starting to look a bit deformed. Let's just keep hitting it. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Just hit the vehicle with a hammer over and over again. Let's change its appearance, make it more streamlined. Just whack it with the hammer. Oh, this is the best way to change the appearance of your car, by the way. Who needs body kits? What you need is a hammer. Look at this. We've made the back end a bit more rounded now. It's a bit uneven, but who cares? Let's go to the front end and see what we can do over here. Oh, one hit and already look at that damage. Wow. What about a direct... No. Stop hitting there, Michael. I want you to hit the vehicle. Do you understand? Yes, like that. That's good. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, that is one messed up front end. Wow. But you can see I can even hit this vehicle with just a hammer and it just gets deformed instantly. But let's just see if we can actually drive it still. Yes, we can. Sometimes you'll damage it too much and you won't be able to actually drive it. We can't even move. So yeah, oh, we can move now. We've started the engine. How is this thing even moving? Look at it. It looks ridiculous. At least we have actually made the front end a little bit more streamlined, but this is just really bad damage. Oh, wow. But yeah, so that's just an example of how you can even deform cars by simply hitting them with a hammer, which is just not something you'd be able to do in normal GTA 5. But now let's get ourselves a monster truck, because I have a feeling, wow, it looks like this vehicle's just crashed into a tree and just abandoned. Wow, and you can see there the deformation taking effect on the rear end there. It's extremely compressed. It's like a compact version of the vehicle. But yeah, we're going to get a monster truck because that could be a lot of fun, just driving over cars and crushing them. So here we are in our Liberator. Let's just drive over some vehicles. And look at this car on the side of the road. It's already smashed up. I didn't do that. That's just some random person crashing and then just leaving their vehicle. I mean, they can't exactly drive it anymore, so it makes sense. And look at the back end of this one. It's really weird to just look at the other drivers in the game and see how smashed up their vehicles are, because of course they do crash a lot, so you would expect to see some damage on them. But just drive around, have a look at some of the damage on the vehicles and see how bad a driver they are. But here's some vehicles, let's just drive over them. Oh yeah, this is so satisfying. Let's drive directly over the front end of this 4x4, this Ranger over here. Oh, look at its front end, it's like an arrowhead. Wow, we've completely destroyed it and squished it already. What about this side of the road? Let's just drive. There's so many 4x4s around today. What is it? Where's the vehicle variety? Is there some kind of 4x4 event going on? I think what we need to do is find a nice parked vehicle and do like a slow motion shot of driving over it, because that would be awesome to look at. Oh look, here's one. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap to a side-on view. Is this going to work? Yes, watch this. Are you ready? Slow motion vehicle crushing. Oh, I think we've just left like a wheel-shaped dent in the front end. Watch it deforming on the go. That's incredible. And we've just squished that Jeep as well. Wow, we've just completely ruined this car. Let's drive back over it over and over again. There's the wheel just detached and like placed on the ground. Wheels all over the place. Squish it more. Oh, this car's completely wrecked. There's no way I'll even be able to get in this one to even attempt to start it. But let's just have a little closer look at the deformation we've just caused. And yeah, look at that. We've got a wheel like propped up where it should have been, but it's actually not attached anymore. The rear end it's just non-existent. The boot's just been completely squished. There's still the cup in the cup holder. I'm surprised that's there. One thing you may notice is the roof never gets squished, and that's actually not the fault of the mod creator. It's just because Rockstar didn't do any damage modeling for the roofs, so the roof always stays in the same height and location, which is a bit of a shame, because I'd love to see like the roof crushed in to the main body of the vehicle, like on top of the steering wheel or something. That'd be really cool, but that's not the case, and we can push this rim around. How cool is that? But that is one messed up front end. Wow. If your car looks like that, it's probably time to scrap it. But now let's just continue to drive around in our 4x4 and find some other vehicles to squish. Oh, here's a Futo. Let's drive over that and see what it looks like. Oh, you could do this for ages, just driving over vehicles and completely ruining them. Oh, yes. So fun. I mean, these monster trucks are now like the best vehicles to just squish other things with. It's like real life when you see those monster trucks attempting to like drive over 10 vehicles. Oh, that's what it feels like right now. And it's amazing. Wow. And we can just squish all these vehicles. The engine has been exposed on that Futo. Drive back. Oh, just the way the cars look unrecognizable. And look at that. We've just squished the top of that taco truck thingy. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So I think it's about time to bring out the big guns. So we've got ourselves a nice Rhino Tank here. And let's see how destructive it is. Can we actually drive over vehicles and completely flatten them with this thing? Here we go. Yes, drive over all the vehicles. Wow, look at that. Look at that car we've just squished. That's not even a car anymore. The boot's been completely destroyed. The bonnet's been destroyed. The front end is completely gone. And it looks so ridiculous. It's now being buried half in the ground. Right, let's continue to drive over these cars in this queue. Squish them all. Yes, every single one must be destroyed. Wow, look at that destruction. None of those are going to be driving off anytime soon. And look at that, we can actually hit the cars with our gun. Just swing it around, hit that Hummer. Wow, okay, come on. Yes, look at that. It's so effective. We could use this instead of just driving over vehicles. Just spin it around with our mouse and hit everything. Nah, driving over is definitely a lot more fun, but still, wow. Let's crush it more. Yes, those Hummers are nothing against this tank. Oh, look at this taxi, man. Look at that rear end. It's been raised significantly in the front end. It's got no wheels left. And yeah, the guy inside, oh, I feel sorry for him. Oh, this is going to be so satisfying. Look at all these cars. Full speed ahead. Squish. Squish. All the cars must be squished. Oh, yes. Wow. Look at all those cars. Completely ruined. I definitely recommend if you download this mod, get a tank. Because this is just brilliant. Everything is being crushed completely. Beyond recognition. We need to get out and have a look at some of this damage, really, don't we? Right, let's pop out. Have a little closer look at this. Oh, yeah. That guy's finally leaving his vehicle. You should have done that ages ago. This guy wasn't so lucky. He didn't decide to do that. And the back end has been compacted so much that it's really low to the ground. So if you ever want to lower your car, drive a tank over it. That seems to be pretty effective, looking at these vehicles. Is that even a car anymore? I'm not even sure. There's explosions going off all over the place. Wow. Look at that carnage. There's just squished cars all over the place. It's a gigantic pile-up, and now they're all exploding one by one. Chain explosions are the best things. How are you going to deal with that, firefighters? Seriously. Now you've just killed yourself. So dumb. When you see explosions going off left, right and centre, you don't walk towards the explosions. You've got to remember that cool guys walk away from explosions, not towards them. Yeah, and my tank's completely disappeared now, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, so here's another car. Let's just... No, I don't want to hit you. Oh no, it's jumping over me. Oh, I think I'm dead now. But yeah, guys, this is the more deformation mod. It definitely does add more deformation into the game, and it's so much fun to test this out with monster trucks or tanks, anything like that. It's just a lot of fun. And I can imagine police chases are going to be a lot more entertaining now, because of course the police, when they drive straight towards you head on, are going to completely immobilize their own vehicles as well as yours. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this mod showcase, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll be seeing you next time.